Krysten Ritter returns as Jessica Jones in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. It is confirmed, officially confirmed. It's been announced to the world, and the world is happy.
She
Oh
announced
my
it
God. Yes.
in a
Yes.
few ways. Like it was at Disney's Upfront event, I think that's what it's
Yep.
called. Yeah, her and Charlie Cox got on stage, and then she went on Instagram and posted a video of her in her closet with Jessica Jones' jacket saying, "Ah, she's back."
Yeah.
No one
I'm
wanted this more
so
than
excited.
Krysten Ritter.
Right. Now, I truly think that they just haven't said it yet. I still think we're going to get Luke Cage in this too. I
It
think
makes sense.
you have to. Like, if you need a team to go up against Kingpin, what he's building, which I'm not gonna lie, I expected Jessica Jones and Luke Cage to show up in that end scene of the bar scene, and I
Yeah,
didn't expect it to be a bunch of cops and detectives,
and a
Josie's.
someone who works at the bar, and it was just kind of
Yeah,
like, "This is your team. I know you're blind, but you
yeah.
got to know you don't feel the riz in this room right now."
hmm So I think I don't know why. I think they did that on purpose, possibly not to give us too much, and they want to drag it out and keep building up the excitement and anticipation. I think part of that team is going to be Jessica Jones. Obviously now it is, but and Luke Cage. I don't know if they're going to bring any of the others into the next season. They may slowly bring them in, but I think them two are definitely going to be in season 2.
I think so. They're following the Devil's Reign storyline, and by the end of the storyline, Luke Cage becomes mayor after
Oh,
Kingpin is in jail.
okay.
So having Luke there makes all the sense in the world.
Did
Having
they?
him be mayor in the MCU makes no sense whatsoever, but neither does having Kingpin. So
Yeah, sure. Do you think we're going to see Kingpin thrown in jail for a third time?
absolutely, I do.
Really?
Yeah, it's everything they've done follows the Devil's Reign storyline, which if you
Yeah,
guys haven't checked out, definitely read it. It is a great event.
I have
It's
not.
fantastic. You learn a lot, and there's just so many things that go with it, like a whole storyline of Doctor Octopus. It's so strange,
Oh wow.
but
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, it's all of the vigilantes are fighting against Kingpin. I mean, in it you have like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, freaking Moon Knight gets arrested. Like it's a whole
Uh,
thing.
I want to
It's
see more of this
fantastic.
man on screen. I'm dying to see Moon Knight back on screen. That's like one of my favorite Disney Plus. It's like in my top 3 Disney Plus shows.
When I tell you, I think about this every single day of my life. I'm not joking.
It was so good.
It was. It wasn't. It was a good show. I loved the show. It was not a good origin for Moon Knight, but it
Mm,
was a great show.
mhm,
Marvel really went out of the box and actually went dark with it.
right. Yeah. So are you saying that you would have loved to seen more of the first season be of how he became Moon Knight and it be that story, like an origin story, is what you're saying? Or
It was very, very different from his actual origin story, but I
okay,
think they handled it better than I would have assumed them
okay.
to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a lot. Like I would have liked to see them explore Jake. I would have liked to see the third personality that they were like doesn't exist until the very last episode. But
Yeah.
Moon Knight
Yeah.
is constantly in talks with Steven. Mark, Steven, and Jake are always talking. Like
Yeah.
Steven is a rich businessman. Jake is, as they showed, just a cab driver, just a scummy cab driver, and they're all these little besties. And I would have liked to see that explored more with his origin and all that.
I'll say Moon Knight because I didn't grow up with the comics or read comics. I'm trying to get myself into that because I have respect for anybody like you that reads all the comics and you do so many reviews for Marvel as
Yeah,
well. I really want to get into it. It's just hard to find time. But
it's.
Moon Knight was so good that I actually bought some Moon Knight comics, like physical
Did
comics,
you?
and started reading them. I love Moon Knight's story. It's such a thriller and it's so psychological,
Hmm.
like so good.
It is. And Moon Knight's always been that way. He's kept that energy, and I love that about him. But if you're trying to get in the comics, just get
Mm,
Marvel Unlimited and then
I do. Yeah.
start with one event. Like search Devil's Reign, start at the
hmm
beginning, get yourself through that event, then it'll show you like I want to read more about this character, more about these
Right.
characters. It's just a huge ripple effect, but
But
it's a lot of time.
It is. So like I have a good sized Galaxy tablet, which is like almost a perfect size of a comic book. So and I did get the Marvel Unlimited. So I've been so like when I did the Century Explained, I read some of the Century comics to kind of get, some information on that. I've I started read I've read a lot of Scarlet Witch comics on
Nice.
Marvel Unlimited. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's there. It's just finding that time and like really I almost need like structure a routine for myself, like take an
Yeah.
hour a day type thing. If I don't do that, it's hard to just do it when you feel like it.
Honestly, just do one comic a day. That's 20 minutes. And you don't need a full size tablet. You can use your phone. On Marvel Unlimited, if you double click the
Hmm.
page, it shows you panel by panel.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So they're not making you try to like break your eyesight trying
Right,
to read it.
right. Nice, nice. I liked the tablet though, because it almost
Oh,
feels
yeah.
like I have like a heavier
Yeah.
comic book in my hand.
That's
Because
fair.
like so like I'm the type that if I actually it makes sense, right, to have Marvel Unlimited. But
Hmm.
if I had a comic book store that had we have one, but if it financially made sense, I prefer to have one to flip the pages, but it don't always make the most sense. So
We don't have one for about an hour
oh wow.
away. Yeah. I'm
Wow.
way far out here. But I had such a good collection of comics. And then my kids got into them and just destroyed them. So
Oh
now it's
no.
like, okay, well, I got to be very choosy because it's very possible these comics will not last long when I buy them.
uh